In this lecture, I'm going to talk about JUnit Test Framework. What is JUnit Test Framework? We have already introduced the JUnit Test feature. Now I'm going to give you another idea about JUnit Test Framework. JUnit is a regression test framework used by developers to implement unit tests in Java and accelerate programming speed and increase the quality of code. JUnit framework can be easily integrated with either the following. JUnit setup can be migrated to all others: Eclipse, Ant, Maven, and BlueJ. Features. JUnit Test Framework provides the following important features: Features, Test Suite, Test Runner, JUnit classes. So we already covered the features that's in JUnit 4. Now we are going to talk about these. Features. Feature is a fixed state of a set of objects used as baseline for running tests. And there is a setup method and teardown method. We have already talked about this in previous lecture. Let's look at this test case. And this test case actually is a class and is written down in the JUnit framework. It is different from the JUnit 4. These are supported by JUnit 4 and the previous version. So it comes with test case without annotation. Consider the test case for a program used to perform some data analysis on the data classes. And JUnit 4 is test case with annotation. The test case for the same program with the use of annotation provide program entry point rather than main. In this test case without annotation, we basically have two methods, setup and test method. And there is a teardown. You can add a teardown. But it is extending the test case. This test case is in the framework for JUnit. This is older version for JUnit 3 and older. But it is still supported by JUnit 4. Each test case is actually one class. So when we use the test case with annotation, with the sign and test, actually we are creating one test case, just like in framework. With this idea in mind, so your setup is actually your add before method. And in version JUnit 4 and later, it doesn't need this. It comes with the test case with annotation. So it actually standardized the declaration of the class for test class. Test Suite. Test Suite is supported in the test framework in 3.0 and older. And in 4.0, we have add run with and add suite annotation. Here is an example. Use the Test Unit 1 and Test Unit 2 test classes. Let's look at the demo program with JUnit Test Suite.java and the Test JUnit 1.java and Test JUnit 2.java. Right here in this project, we have JUnit Test 1 and JUnit Test 2. Both of them use a data object of the first day at school. Let's open it. This first day at school class comes with two methods. Each one returns one school bag, one without pencil and one with pencil. In JUnit Test 1, we create an object school and then use the bag for this without pencil. And in the test case, the school use prepare my bag and compare to the bag. And the prepare my bag in first day at school, it actually return a school bag listing without a pencil. So this assert array equals will compare the two bags, school.prepare my bag and bag, both has a listing without pencil. Let's run it. And right here, we see the result. There is no pencil. And the JUnit test result is like this. It runs pass. In the JUnit test 2, we create another school object in this class. And then the bag with pencil. And we call the method school.aPencil. And in method school.addPencil, we actually have extra pencil over here, and then return that array. So when we use this method, assert array equals back and school.addPencils, they should be the same. Let's run it. It passed. And result showing the array with the pencils. Now the two cases are created. Both of them are test class. If we want to combine both of them, we need a test suite. And this suite comes with run with suite.class as three classes, add these two classes in. Remember here is .class, so it's bytecode. Both of them are included. And with this test suite cannot be run. We check here, there's nothing to be run. So we need a runner. In this runner case, we need to import junit.runner to call a runner class. And junit.runner is a package. So it's a junit call, junit.result, and the junit.runner.notify.value. So right here, junit call is a class. And this class comes with static method run classes. So the junit test suite.class is right here. You have a junit test suite.class. It is coming with this suite class. These two classes got passed into here. And then the result will be showing in the result object that's in this class type. We try to extract all the value object that's in this result object to get values. And then it's a list. So we get it out. And then each one we do two string. And if result was successful, then we print out this. So let's run it. Before we do that, we need to clear this and then run it through the main program. So right here, it runs these two cases first. Because there is no value, all tests finished successfully. Let's go back to the slides. So the junit test suite program actually created a bundle with two test unit classes. And then we need a runner to run it. JUnit classes are important classes which is used in writing and testing JUnits. Some of the important classes are: assert is a class that contains a set of assert methods. Test case is a class which contains the test case define the feature to run multiple tests. In JUnit 4, we don't need this class. The add annotation will be able to declare the test class automatically. Test result, which contains a method collecting the result of executing a test case. Test suite and the runner. A test suite can have several test classes, and each test class can have many test methods. We have a test call, test method, test class, test suite, and this one provides a report to the dialog, and it provides a code for JUnit testing. And it is test on the design under test, or class under test, or suite under test. And Java classes and the test suite. Each data class can be tested by test classes, and test classes can be combined into suite. And then there will be a master suite to combine them all. So you develop from the data class, and then test class, and then combine into suite, and then eventually there's a master suite that will be covering all the tests for the system. And right here show you the relationship between test case, test suite, test, and test result. The result we already show you is in runner package with result object that will provide you a list that you can retrieve using the for each loop to show the value that you have been facing in your program, not in the dialog. Test suite is used to combine those test cases so that you can run many tests in one run. And test is an annotation that actually can run different test case or test suite using the combination. Test case is a fundamental class for a framework. It gives you the command and template methods. And then setup and tear down is composited for leave. And the run test, we call it adapter class. That's the runner. Here are different composites. You can composite from the test case for test and test suite. JUnit testing have different kind of storyboard, a command, template method, different method in there. Collecting parameter, you come with different parameter for parameter testing. Adapter case. These different boxes actually is, if you just look at this as a box. This diagram show you the command that is only this test case. And this one template method come with this and this. So this show you different pattern storyboard that you can do. Here is another way of looking at all the patterns in JUnit. In this storyboard, you can see an abstract representation of the effect of each pattern in turn. So the command pattern create a test case class. The template method pattern create a run method, and so on. The notation of the storyboard is the notation of the figure in the last slide with all the text deleted. So this shows you different storyboard. And framework give you the idea of how to construct these different kind of storyboard using the test case, test suite, result, and runner. And in JUnit 4, they have the annotation to help you to build up the framework much faster. Thank you. Bye.